Birmingham 911 operator 2202.
Yes, ma'am. I was calling to report a stolen vehicle. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Adventure Archaeology. If you're new to the channel, my name is Brandon, and today I got Clayton with me, aka Hunting History, and we're out doing a little bit of river treasure hunting. We're in a downtown.
And we got a Michael Kors purse.
Oh, you found a purse?
Well, I'll change thing.
Oh, well, we caught it live. How about that? What are the chances of it being real?
Probably not.
Let's see. There's where all our cards come from. We found a few cards just a few feet back. Can't beat that. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure that you are. Today we're looking for antique bottles, but we'll pick up anything that catches our eye. We've already found a couple of things, and we think it's going to be an interesting day. This area is not a good neighborhood, and you never know what you're going to run across. Here's another card.
Is that actually a credit card?
Total pay card Visa.
So far, found this card chunked off of it. There's another one right here in the water.
Yeah, 2 credit cards.
That is a Walmart gift card. Wonder if it's still got money. We'll have to use it and see. Green and white.
Oh, you got one of the jade ones?
I don't know.
Nice roll. That's an early one.
So maybe there'll be more stuff up this way.
Don't forget
this CD right here.
That's Tupac.
Oh my God.
Who would have thought in the middle of downtown Birmingham that a pretty little creek like this one would be running right through the center of it. Looks like a big piece of glass. It is, probably to a jar. These rocks are slick. How's that old saying go? Slick as a minnows nose. And for those of you, yeah, if you're not from the south, a minnow, it translates to minnow. So I will go ahead and tell y'all that.
Now we transition to giving grammatical lessons.
We have to. We speak a completely different language below the Mason-Dixon line.
It looks like we're finding everything other than bottles today. Is that?
That has seen better days.
That is a phone, but looks like a wallet on the side. Look at that.
So, explain to me how everybody always finds phones that look perfect. It's supposedly been in there for months. I don't get that. Everyone we find in the water looks like it's been in there for years and blown up.
Yeah. That's crazy. All right, we'll keep going and see what else comes out.
Check this out. Clayton just picked it up. Came out of a once upon a time grocery store. It's double-sided porcelain sign that says to be used only in meat department. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I hear you, man. Definitely the find of the day besides the Michael Kors pouch. Oh, and the steak knife. Here we go. First golf ball of the day. We are finding everything but bottles.
Yeah, literally.
We have proof that there was a dump on this creek, though. We know there is. We just haven't.
Maybe they didn't dump into the creek.
Yeah, they may not have dumped far enough to where some fell into the creek, but usually there's at least a couple of bottles. Guess it was my turn to find a marble. I think we got a matching set.
My camera lever cut off. Oh yeah, yours is like green and white.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
So, we're finding marbles and we're finding trash. I mean, it don't get no better than that, right?
Only it was old trash.
Where are the bottles, man?
That's a good question. We shall see.
Yep. Mark her name out. Somebody else's stolen credit card. Boy, I guess we'll nickname this creek Credit Card Creek. Will that sound good to you?
There's a brick right there. And you can see writing on it. And I know what it is. Ugh. Can't really see it out of the water.
That's crazy.
It says Coaldale Block from Coaldale, Alabama. And that was a town, I think in North Jefferson County, that was quite small, but they had a brick manufacturing plant and sent bricks to bigger towns around here. A lot of places that were outside of the city or that were cities themselves would ship bricks to Birmingham to have all these buildings built. And if you have ever looked into that, there's quite a few in the state, but this one's kind of a tougher one, so might keep that.
Yeah. Long walk out, but you don't see those very often, like you said. When you walk so far that you know you got to walk back to get to your truck that you're thinking about calling an Uber, you may have walked a long way.
Just a little bit.
Because not only did we not find anything, that means we got to turn around and walk back knowing that there's nothing down the creek. All All right, as y'all saw, the first spot was a bust, so now we're headed to creek number 2 for the day. All right, guys, as mentioned, we were out kind of looking around today. There's a creek right here that we like to get in and walk and look for bottles, but that we're in a really not great area today, and I'm pretty sure that we've got a stolen vehicle sitting here, so we're about to have to call the police. But we're gonna walk over and we're gonna take a look at it. I actually called Heath from History Seekers whenever I saw it. He used to be a policeman and are in law enforcement, and he said don't break the plane of the vehicle. He said, and you know, that which means don't stick your hand anywhere inside of it. But I'm just hoping there's not a body or something in here. You never know in this area that we're at. This isn't how we wanted to start the morning. There is some jumper cables laying on the ground. The GPS is still in there.
This is kind of strange.
Yeah, it's beyond strange. Well, there's no bodies, so that's
a plus.
Yeah, that's a win. So basically, all we got to do now is call the cops. Looks like somebody threw their CDs out. Everything that was in there, trailer hitch, all that kind of stuff. They just completely wrecked the car. So the camera will not go inside of the car. The ignition is not punched, but the center console's ripped. You can see the wiring out. That looks like that's probably where it was hot wired. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and call the police, tell them where we're at, and just kind of go from there. All right, guys, normally you call a non-emergency number, and quite literally we just called both non-emergency numbers for the police headquarters and nobody answered from either one. So we are gonna call 911. I really hate to do that. That's not the way that you normally handle this, but we don't really have another option.
Birmingham 911 operator 2202.
Yes, ma'am. I was calling to report a stolen vehicle. I tried calling the headquarters first, but nobody answered, so I didn't know who else to call.
Okay, what's the address?
And we'll sit here and wait on them, if that's all right.
Yeah, what type of vehicle? Okay, what type of vehicle is it?
It looks like it's a Ford Explorer. All the doors are open and the back hatches. It looks like it still has a license plate on it, but I'm not touching anything because I didn't want to bring the hatch down to be able to give you the number.
Okay, we'll get someone out there, okay?
Thank you. No, sir. We look for antique bottles and we metal tape and everything, and we get in the creek right here and walk that creek in the middle with waders on. And he saw the car, and I said, well, we need to call the cops. I said, I hate to call 911. We called the precinct, but they didn't answer, so I had to. It's just, we haven't touched it, broke the plane on it or anything, because I called my buddy. He said, be sure you don't touch nothing. He said, because it could be a it's got the license plate still on it, by the way, so that'll probably help you. Okay, guys, so you may be wondering why I'm posting this video. Well, to be honest with you, I kind of wanted to get a message out there to a lot of people. There's a lot of treasure hunters that are doing YouTube videos now that for every single thing that they find in the creek that they think is a murder weapon, they're calling the police. And I'm very mindful of the police and the time that they spend doing their job, and I think everybody else should be too. So if you find a gun and the serial number's not on it, or it's clearly rusted beyond even being usable, take it to the police station yourself. Don't waste the police time by calling them just to get a thumbnail for your video. Don't do that. In this circumstance right here, we had to call the police because it's not like we could bring the vehicle to them. But for all of you other YouTubers that are wasting the policeman's time, I sincerely hope that you take this to heart and don't do that in the future. Y'all drop me a comment below and let me know what you think about this scenario.